So this is what we're going to be making today. These beautiful festive sausage rolls and this salad here made up of carrot, sweet potato, beets, feta cheese and spinach with a red wine vinegar, honey and mustard dressing. Absolutely beautiful. Come on, I think we'd better get cooking. So here are the ingredients for today's sweet potato salad. Some sweet potato, carrot, some feta cheese, some beets that have been cubed and some spinach. We're also going to add to that a vinaigrette made from red wine vinegar, mustard and honey. Let's get going. Right, I'm going to slice the carrots up and the sweet potato and boil it for around about probably about 4 minutes maybe. I think all that is required, and then we're going to char grill them in the pan so that they don't get too soggy in the salad. On the subject of the sweet potato, in New Zealand they call it kumara, but I believe this is the same sweet potato that originated in South America in the 1400s, 1300s, that was then brought to places like New Zealand, Fiji, Samoa, Tonga, by the Polynesians from South America, and a jolly good idea it was too, because I absolutely love this particular variety of kumara, the golden kumara. It tastes fantastic in salads. Right, I'm going to put this on for around about 4 to 5 minutes, and then we'll drain it and put it in the frying pan. Now the other thing I'm going to make today to go with my sweet potato salad is my festive sausage rolls. So we're going to take some beef mince, some spinach, some feta cheese and some tomato paste and a few herbs, and we're going to get those into some puff pastry and serve those with our sweet potato salad. It's going to be beautiful. Now there's nothing overly complicated about this. Everything goes in the one bowl and gets mixed up. So we've got our beef mince here, that's roughly about 300 grams. Right, I'll put that bowl off to one side, and that will allow me to chop things on this board and then put it into the bowl. Firstly, some breadcrumbs to lighten things up a bit, and I normally put in 3 dessert spoons. That's perfect. Now believe it or not, that's only 3 mushrooms, but in they go too. Next, garlic sprouts. Now I don't know whether you've ever seen these before, but I find them fantastic. They're not as strong as conventional garlic. I haven't tried sort of putting them into salads and having them raw, but they're great, I think, a better substitute thin garlic powder. So I'm just going to put what I think is a couple of tablespoons. There we are. And they can go in there too. Now I'm going to get a wooden spoon in there and mix that up. Right, now we can put in our spinach and combine that. It's already starting to look like Christmas, isn't it? Right, now I'm going to add some tomato paste to that. There you go, there's 2 dollops of tomato paste. Now don't get too excited that this is all a bit dry. There's plenty of fat in the meat, right? So that's going to give you a lot of the moisture. When they come out of the oven, you'll see exactly what I mean. So I'm going to use a small part of this feta cheese and crumble that in. I'm going to make a complete mess. As feta cheese always does, but it doesn't matter. It's such a fantastic flavour. I'll have it any way it comes. There we have it. Now you won't need any salt in there because that'll all come from the feta, but some black pepper is going to be welcome, very welcome. So a good grind of black pepper, that is. Right, our carrots and our sweet potato are ready to be drained and cooled. Right, I popped a little bit of rice bran oil into this non-stick wok, and we're going to stir fry our carrots and sweet potato now. Right in with our carrots and our sweet potato. And what we're looking to do here is just get some char on them. So right up high. See how quickly that pan's cooled down from all that going in. In the meantime, we can start assembling our salad. So spinach can go in there. We can spoon in some beets, and I've put them in a snap lock container here so that I can give them a bit of a roust to combine. So we've still got the feta cheese, and we've still got the carrots and the sweet potato to go in here, and the dressing. Right, these are nearly ready. I want to get them out before they begin to overchar. That's a cooking term for before they burn, but we never use the B word. It's always some extra charring. That's how we like to term it. They're just about ready, so I'm going to put them in a colander in the sink so that they drain nicely. Right, so here's our pastry, slowly thawing, looking not too bad, just about ready to go. 2 things you should do. One is prepare some egg wash, which is 1 egg plus 1 tablespoon of water, whisk together. The baking tray that you're going to use to bake your festive sausage rolls, line that with parchment paper and set your oven on fan bake to 160 degrees. Okay, we're going to fill this now. By the way, as you can see, I have put the cooled carrots and sweet potato in with the rest. All it needs now is feta cheese and dressing, and we can do that while the sausage rolls are in the oven. Right, let's spoon this in to roughly the middle of the pastry. You can probably just put it all in like this and then just use your hands to distribute it evenly before you close up the sausage roll. I'll do that while you make yourselves a cup of coffee or cup of tea, and then we'll come back and have a look at it. Rightio, the first thing we're going to do is brush along here with our egg wash so that the sausage rolls make a good seal. Then prise this away from the paper. Oh, this is going to be tricky, isn't it? If everything went perfectly, it wouldn't be a cooking show, would it? Right, we just roll this. I'm just going to roll it over and then remove the paper afterwards. Yeah. Honestly, it's never this much of a mission. I think it's because I've left the pastry out too long. It's got too sticky, and that's why it's started a love affair with the paper. There we go. Don't do that. Don't do that. Right, let's cut that and put it onto our baking tray. Okay, there we have our sausage rolls. Now I had some left over, so I made a nice big one. And we can make, well, I will make that my testing one, but the rest of the egg wash that I've got left over, I'm just going to brush over here, and then we'll put them into the oven. Right, this is the dressing for the salad. In here is about a tablespoon or a bit less of honey. And I'm just going to put that in the microwave for 10 seconds. That's nice and runny now, so we can put, there we are, about a teaspoon of mustard in there. Now get in there with the fork and make sure you combine these two before you add your red wine vinegar. There we go, and then a couple of tablespoons will be perfect. 1, 2, and that's our dressing all ready. All we need to do now is add some feta cheese to that. Alright, so we'll just again do the messy crumbling, which I don't mind. Right. All we need to do now, grab our dressing. Get in there, mix it all up, put the lid on and pop it in the fridge for, I would say, for at least an hour and a half. Oh, that's beautiful. And there you have it, boys and girls, straight out of the oven. I'm going to wait for these to cool and I'll make a plate up of my test sausage roll and some of that gorgeous salad that we made earlier. Back in a few minutes. Right, I've had some of this salad and it was just out of this world. And I've had, you can count them yourself, so you know how many I've had. But I'm going to have another one of these. Wow. That feta coming through in there is just absolute magic. Right, well, look, I hope you enjoyed watching this. I hope you make either one or the other, or both. And I look forward to your company for my next recipe.